I'm gonna give her props.
She got her platinum.
She was really promoting and marketing the F out of this album. I'm gonna give her props. Everywhere I looked,
yesterday on the Breakfast Club, yeah, she was.
Everywhere I looked, Cardi B was promoting her album.
This woman whooped a security guard's ass. Lawsuit could, help promote the album.
Promote her album.
I want to thank my lawyers. I want to thank the jurors. I want to thank the judge.
And she went and got knocked up to help promote the album.
Promote the album.
Having a baby with my boyfriend, Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, so she is very much the drama. But
is Cardi the drama?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Now, I will admit the album is better than I was ready to give it credit for. This is actually...
We ready to slay it like trash.
I know. That's why I said that. I was expecting it to be trash.
That's what we were hoping for. But
no, I wasn't hoping for shit.
No, I wasn't hoping
I don't hope for bad albums.
I mean, it was a good album, but would I listen to it? No. I mean, if you are a woman who's been cheated on and you gave your all to it and he you over, whatever, this is your album right here.
Yeah, it's her Mary J. Blige, My Life.
Boy, look.
Rap.
It's the Mary J. Blige version.
Yeah.
Look. That Mary J. My Life album was amazing.
Well,
In my life, you can see what I see. La, la, la.
She has some features with a couple of them with our girl that we talked about, Summer Walker. She was
I like that song, that first track.
She got a joint with Janet Jackson, Lizzo,
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
That was different.
Yeah, that was good. That was different, but it was a Cardi album, and she has some anthems like "Sorry," "Safe Place," because I've been hearing a lot of women been talking about that particular song, "Safe Place."
Here's what I have to say about Cardi B's album. I think this particular project is for her fans. I'm seeing a lot of people say, I love it. Not sure if those are bots. And I'm seeing some people say it's absolute garbage. I think that the songwriting and production is great from top to bottom.
The biggest part of the Cardi album, though, let's talk about the jabs she was throwing. Cardi was throwing, she was throwing shots.
She was throwing jabs at Offset left and right, talking about how the nigga in bed texting other bitches and shit. Then clapping back at him about how the he was saying that,
Petty and Pretty, was that the name of the song I heard? Pretty and Petty?
Yeah.
It's one of the two.
And Pretty and Petty.
Pretty and Petty.
They said she was taking aim at JT and
yeah, she was getting at
Cardi.
A lot of female rappers. She was getting at JT. She was getting at Bia. Didn't she throw a shot?
Lotto? Was Lotto one of that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Girl she was getting at?
Yeah.
But I didn't hear anything about Nicki though.
No,
I thought that was supposed to be the main antagonist. But
what did Nicki say
Nicki
about
ain't
Cardi?
say
no,
nothing.
not. I'm just saying, the way they make it seem like Nicki and Cardi are always
Yeah,
like
but
that.
she didn't say nothing to her
Cardi
for to say
has
something.
Other people that she has her attention.
Well, she had a reason to go at Bia.
Yeah.
She said Bia mentioned her child's name, and that pissed her off. So I understand going at Bia.
Then she going at a lot of bitches talking about I couldn't cook. Why them bitches ain't cooking for you? Why you sitting with me? All that other shit. She was describing some shit was doing to her. Then she had I didn't mean cut you off. Then she had a song in there talking about Diggs, how he and shit, and the chain, the Jesus piece hitting her in the forehead and shit like
Expected to win awards.
Yeah.
Expect the album to win awards.
Now, it did kind of get... in the middle is where it kind of slowed down, where she kept writing on them songs about Offset and shit. That's where, to me, the album started to kind of dull down in the middle.
Well, it was for him. The album is really at his ass. Him and the other female rappers. But mostly his ass, though. She had about at least... From what I heard, she had at least 3 songs aimed at his ass.
Yeah, and I remember all 3. They weren't bad. It's just it didn't fit in with the energy in the first couple tracks and the last couple tracks. It seemed like had these probably been tagged towards the end, I think the vibe would have been consistent throughout the album, because it's like it started off hype. Then it got to the middle with those songs to Offset, and they were just kind of mid-tempo joints and slow tempo joints, and that kind of slowed the energy down. And then it took off towards the end again. And I think that middle part is where it slowed down, where if they had just sequenced those songs towards the end, it might have kept the vibe going throughout the album and slowed it down at the end as opposed to in the middle. But that's just me, executive producing.
Everybody else, they, of course,
Yeah, but
online,
they was
rocking with it. So
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lyrical album per se.
no,
She does get at chicks and drops a couple bars, but lyrically, yeah. I think I'm just going to have to get used to the fact that Cardi's flow that's just her flow.
That's just her flow.
Yeah,
That's just her flow.
I can't
She
get
been rapping
into it.
like that for how about? It's her flow.
The songwriting's great, the production is great, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Every time I hear Cardi B on most of this album, I think she ruins the project. And I feel like some of her rapping is just, it's very off-putting. It's, you start the album braggadocious, going at people, and then there's like a 3 to 5 track run of like talking about being cheated on, and then going into a banger.
Yeah, I can't get into her flow, but I mean, she did a lot with what she could do with her flow on the album. I ain't gonna hate on the album. It's not gonna make it into my rotation, but I do. I'll give props to a couple songs. They were actually pretty dope. And like I said, she surpassed my expectations. I wasn't expecting the album to be that nice as it was. I was just expecting a couple joints for the strip club and just for the rest of it to be in. But yeah, surprisingly, it was good. No shade in that regards. But
it just won't make my rotation.
Yeah, it won't make my rotation. Lots of albums that are supposed to make my rotation didn't make my rotation. Goddamn, Freddie Gibbs' album didn't make my rotation.
know why not.
Did. They ain't make mine.
I don't know why.
The Clips album did.
The Clips album and Freddie Gibbs are my rotation. They're my rotation.
Hell, Ghostface ain't in mine. Raekwon ain't in mine.
Hell, yeah, I couldn't get into those albums. And Jay Electronica dropped 3 albums today.
They said he gave Jay-Z 19 albums.
I don't know. I heard the tracks. Some of them were
If
good.
you gotta give up all them damn albums, this is some garbage.
Some of them were good tracks. I heard all 3 EPs from Jay Electronica. He dropped like 3 albums in one day, and they were like 3 different EPs. And some of them weren't even full songs. They were just skits, and most of them didn't have drums. And I'm just like disappointed. I'm gonna listen to them again because I just ran through them earlier today because I didn't even know Jay Electronica dropped 3 new albums. I was completely shocked he dropped anything. So it's probably going to take me the full week to fully digest each album because I just went through all of them. I was looking for drums. I was like, 3 EPs, no drums. But I mean, I'll listen to the lyrics, see what he's saying in that regards.